Estimated read time, 25 seconds. How can two experienced pilots lose sight of each other on a perfectly clear day? A routine sightseeing detour turns into a disaster in seconds. Hundreds of eyewitnesses watch it happen, yet no one sees what caused it. And behind it all, a chain of small decisions, blind spots, and missed signals that no one could have imagined. Narrator pause. Quote, incoming an investigator once asked, "What were they thinking?" Narrator resume, and today, we are going to understand exactly what that meant. But to understand how everything went wrong, we first need to go back to what seemed like a perfectly normal flight. Introduction. Estimated read time, 40 seconds. It is the height of summer in western France. Clear skies stretch across the horizon. The sea below is calm, dotted with boats and yachts. Proteus Airlines Flight 706 is on a routine regional journey, a short commuter flight heading toward the coast of Brittany. On board are experienced pilots, trained professionals, doing what they do every day. Nothing feels unusual, but below them, something extraordinary is drawing attention from across the region. The legendary ocean liner SS France, a symbol of national pride, a masterpiece of engineering and design, and today it is attracting crowds not just on the water, but in the sky. Aircraft circle above it, cameras click. Passengers lean toward the windows, and it is this moment, this sense of excitement, that leads to one small decision, a decision that would change everything. Topic 1. The detour that changed the flight path. Estimated read time, 3 minutes. Picture this: a calm cockpit, a smooth descent, and a simple request. As Flight 706 approaches its destination, a passenger asks if they can get a closer look at the famous ocean liner below. Now, at first glance, this seems harmless. After all, the weather is perfect, visibility is excellent, and the aircraft is ahead of schedule. So the pilots agree. They request permission to slightly alter their route, just enough to pass over the ship. Air traffic control approves. But this is where the situation begins to shift. To give passengers a better view, the aircraft descends lower, then lower still. Eventually, the pilots make a critical decision. They cancel instrument flight rules. This changes everything. Under instrument rules, pilots are guided and monitored by air traffic control systems. But under visual flight, responsibility shifts entirely to the pilots themselves. They are now relying only on what they can see. Narrator pause. Quote, incoming from the cockpit voice recorder, one of the pilots says, "We'll keep a visual, and we'll do a 360 for the passengers in the back." Narrator resume, and so, Flight 706 begins a wide circle around the ship. From 2,000 feet above, the view must have been breathtaking. But at that same moment, something else is happening. The aircraft has now entered uncontrolled airspace, an area where multiple smaller planes are flying freely, without centralized coordination, no radar guidance, no structured separation, just pilots scanning the sky and hoping to avoid each other. The number of aircraft in the area is growing, and with every passing second, the margin for error becomes smaller. But while Flight 706 is focused on giving passengers a perfect view, something else is unfolding in the same airspace. Topic 2. The invisible aircraft. Estimated read time, 3 minutes now. Imagine another pilot, equally experienced, taking off from a nearby airfield. His goal is simple. Like many others that day, he wants to see the ocean liner from above. This pilot is highly skilled. With over 15 hours of flight experience, he is respected and confident in the skies. He is flying a small Cessna aircraft, but there is one critical detail. His aircraft's transponder is not activated. Now, this may not sound significant, but it is. A transponder allows air traffic control to detect and track an aircraft's exact position. Without it, the plane becomes nearly invisible to radar systems. And at that time, regulations did not require all small aircraft to use transponders. So technically, nothing unusual is happening. But the consequences are profound. Air traffic control has no idea this aircraft is even in the sky. And it gets worse. The two aircraft, Flight 706 and the Cessna, are communicating on completely different radio frequencies. That means they cannot hear each other. No warnings, no coordination, no awareness. Two aircraft sharing the same space, completely unaware of each other's presence. Think about that for a moment. Everything now depends on one simple principle: see and avoid. So now, two aircraft are sharing the same airspace, unaware of each other, and relying only on what they can see. Topic 3. Seconds that no one could see. Estimated read time. 3 minutes. What happened next shocked even the experts. Flight 706 is in the middle of a gentle banking turn, circling the ship below. The first officer is focused on flying the aircraft, managing altitude, direction, and approach. The captain, meanwhile, is responsible for scanning the sky. Everything appears under control. But here is where it gets complicated. The Cessna is approaching from the right side, a position that is already difficult to observe. And due to its size, it appears incredibly small at a distance, almost like a tiny speck. Now add another factor. The aircraft is turning. This creates shifting lines of sight and introduces blind spots, areas that cannot be seen from the cockpit. For the captain, seated on the left side, the approaching Cessna is partially blocked by the aircraft's structure and by the position of the first officer. At the same time, the Cessna pilot faces a similar problem. His aircraft has its own blind spots, created by the engine housing and cockpit frame. Investigators later discovered that the Beechcraft remained hidden from the Cessna pilot's view for as long as 30 seconds. 30 seconds, where neither pilot could see the other. And in aviation, 30 seconds can mean everything. As the turn continues, both aircraft move closer, closer, and closer and closer, until finally, in the last few seconds, they emerge from each other's blind spots. But by then, it is too late. And when investigators pieced together these final seconds, they uncovered something even more revealing. Topic 4. The investigation and what it changed. Estimated read time. 3 minutes. In the days that follow, investigators begin searching for answers. The wreckage is located on the seabed, black boxes are recovered, and slowly, the puzzle begins to take shape. Among the debris, they find something unexpected: parts from 2 different aircraft. This confirms what many had suspected: a mid-air collision. From there, the investigation becomes highly detailed. Every piece of wreckage is examined, every mark analyzed. Even paint transfers between the aircraft reveal how they came into contact. Using this data, investigators reconstruct the exact positions of both planes. What they find is striking. This was not caused by a single mistake. It was a perfect storm. No radar visibility, no radio communication, multiple aircraft in a confined area, and critical blind spots in both cockpits. Each factor alone might not have led to disaster, but together, they created a situation where avoidance became nearly impossible. Now, this is based on publicly available information and is presented here purely for educational awareness. But the impact of this investigation goes far beyond understanding what happened. It leads to change. New regulations require small aircraft to use transponders. Cockpit access becomes more restricted, and commercial pilots are no longer allowed to cancel instrument flight rules except in emergencies. Advanced systems are introduced to help aircraft detect and avoid each other automatically. Layer by layer, safety improves. And while the answers finally emerged, they also raised a deeper question about human decision-making in critical moments. Conclusion ending. Estimated read time. 55 seconds. When you look at the story of Flight 706, one thing becomes clear. There was no single defining mistake. Instead, it was a chain of small, reasonable decisions. A request to see something beautiful, a willingness to accommodate passengers, a belief that everything was under control. Individually, none of these decisions seemed dangerous, but together, they created a situation no one could escape. Narrator pause, quote, incoming. An investigator later reflected, without the recording, we would never have known this information. Narrator resume, and that tells us something important. Sometimes, the biggest risks are not the obvious ones. They are the ones hidden in plain sight, the ones that build quietly, step by step, until it is too late to change course. So the next time you think about systems designed to keep us safe, remember this: even on the clearest day, with nothing seemingly out of place, unseen factors can still shape the outcome. And understanding those hidden layers is how we move forward.